Hey all, Israel Galindo here on the Vibrational Resonance channel, where we help your mind, body, and soul reach the best harmonious frequency to achieve your goals. So today I wanted to focus on the best key steps to successful motivation and focus intent. So that being said, the other day I was chatting with a great friend and mentor of mine, and we were discussing things like the best formula for best motivation and focus techniques. What I ended up learning in the middle of this conversation was that I personally, and that's me, get motivated and focus best during stressful and chaotic situations. So what about you guys? What do you do when you have to get that extra motivation or where you need that extra focus moment? What do you do? Well, the key for simple answer was it's gonna be consistency, and that's for everybody. So here's a few things that we gathered in our conversation earlier today with a friend of mine. One of the steps is gonna be, don't assume that money will motivate you, because it just won't. Money, first and foremost, will always be like a drug. The more you achieve, the more you're going to crave. The cycle will always continue, even when you feel you are close to achieving the highest possible amount, and by the time you reach that, there's more and more to gain. So your stress and your health level are going to decrease in achieving these desired bills, and it's gonna be always a never-ending cycle for all of you. So eventually you're gonna burn out and you're gonna lose the drive to obtain it, and when you do, both your focus and motivation will suffer. So at best, it's always best, I said best twice, to set your goals on the achievement and the reward of the job versus the reward of the money. This is gonna help your mind succeed. So that's one of the steps that we came up with. One of the other second steps that I wanted to also mention to you, and before I do, I want to say what's up to my friend Jess out there who just joined our channel. I'm very excited because she's very motivational to me when it comes to amazing articles. I'll link you guys later to her site so you guys can check it out. So step 2 is going to be about your goals, not other people's goals. The biggest issue that most of us face is sticking to our goals. Goals that we set to achieve for ourselves, we usually don't obtain them due to the lack of the focus or the lack of the motivation. In the beginning, we do a baseline, we get excited, we follow these things, and it's our drive, we want to do it. But you lose focus when it's no longer fun or when the results are not what you were expecting. So remember, to reach your goals, you got to do bite-sized items that you can achieve. Something small that you can push the focus on, or something small that you can hit the next milestone versus the whole pizza pie. And now I want pizza. So anyways, once you follow those steps, that's gonna help you to a good success. Step number 3 is a good one, and this is one that I feel very close to me. Visualize the result. When you focus and visualize what you want and you already have it, the key is you have to feel it though. When you feel it, as we call it in our world, we manifest the received intention. So you'll be surprised how great you can focus on something and change the outcome by making sure that you obtain it. Practice that manifestation and motivation daily, and that's going to be very helpful to you in achieving that focus and really key to what you are looking for when you're trying to get that. Step 4 is breaking little things into pieces, smaller bites, kind of like when you're doing that IKEA furniture that you're trying to build and you just can't. And you always got to take that step back because you take that bite bigger than you can chew, and at best it's always to take a few steps back and focus on the plan ahead of what you have to do. Build like a roadmap for yourselves, and the best solution is going to be to take those smaller tasks and complete the smaller ones to the bigger puzzle, which then creates the full picture. That's going to help both your motivation and your focus. Step 5 is an interesting one for me because tapping into other people's energy, which I know sounds kind of funny, is the easiest fundamentals to describe is going to be surrounding yourself with positive, energetic thinkers. As I stated in the beginning, for me, every time I work, I have no issues, I'm fine, everything's fine. But when I have the hardest time focusing is when everything is normal. When everything is under a fire or everything is so stressful, I end up shining, I end up focusing, I end up getting motivated. And I think the problem is that it's not a complicated formula, it's more common sense. When you get inspiration from other things, even stress, that empowers the motivation, at least for me anyways. Remember the personal awareness of who you surround yourself with. And when you set your intent and connections that you make with others, you enrich your focus and you energize your motivation when you actually fill your day and your week with other people that have that same drive. So anyways, let's chat about what you cannot control. A lot of us feel like we are failures when we cannot get into the motion or the gear or see the bigger picture. When you take control of what you can do and you control what you are able to find a solution for, then that's awesome. Look at this like a maze, and when you hit a wall, turn back and reflect on those patterns and changes that you're going to do so you can focus better. When you rewrite those steps and you push forward, it's gonna help you take one block step forward at a time, and that's key for all of us that have a hard time moving forward on that. The last thing to say on these topics is to get inspired, read a book, find a reference, go online, find positive affirmations to fill your mind with items that keep you motivated. Watch a movie that inspires you, read a book that makes you feel like a winner, thrive on inspiration of the heavens and the beauty of the earth. Anything that can show you the best version of you, take a hold of that and obtain its power. And then that's gonna be the key to your focus and your motivation. All right, guys, so don't forget to always be the best version of yourselves. Always hold others in a positive, high vibrational light. And don't forget the gratification and meditation for you guys is always key to enhance our higher purpose. Kindness and love is always what our harmonious planet requires, so be good to each other at all times. And again, guys, I'm Israel Galindo. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like it, love it, comment on it. I love to hear your feedback. If you have a hard time focusing and motivating yourself, reach out to me. I'll get you focused and motivated. All right, guys.